Layla, did you really mean it? Going no contact? Not that I'm worried or anything, just curious how you survived on the streets. It's a cold world out there, you know.
Hi, Mom.
What's with the attitude? Why so cold? It doesn't matter if we're at odds. I'm still your mother.
Are you really my mother? A woman keeping her daughter from her father isn't fit to be called a mother.
How old are you, 15? You'll understand one day that I kept him away for your own good. Stop being silly and come home. You have chores to catch up on.
A maid? That's all I am to you, right? You don't care how I survived. But you're worried about the chores?
If you can plan to run away, you can plan to survive. I'm proud of you for taking that bold step. I'm a great teacher.
Unbelievable, Scarlett!
Get home and clean up. I didn't spend 8 hours in the labor room for you to leave all the work to me. And if you don't find me, the key's in its spot.
I'm not coming home until you tell me who my father is.
Stupid girl! I've told you, he's dead. He's inexistent to you.
I want a sense of identity, Scarlett. You know who your father is, don't you?
I don't. All the kids on the block are products of our mistakes. Get used to it. You don't have a father. That's your identity.
Then get used to not having me around.
For real?
A contact or a name, or else I'm not coming back.
Fine. Check the call log. His name is Benedict.
Really? Let me see.
That's your contact. Now come home and clean up. I'm going on a date.
Again? Don't you get tired of this?
It's none of your business. I'm finding us a rich man.
And give me another sibling? I have 10 already. I'm tired.
Shut up!
I hope you gave me the right name this time.
Yes, but don't expect too much. He's dead.
Hello. Happy birthday, Layla. I wish you all the beautiful things life has to offer.
Huh? No way. I thought you were... You? How?
I know you might be scared, but there's no need to be. I'm not dead. I'm more alive than you can imagine.
Scarlett said you were no longer alive. Oh, I've been waiting for this day all my life. For 25 years. I hope to hear from you one day.
I was never dead. Not even for a single moment.
Can I call you Dad?
No, darling. That's too formal and too quick. You can call me Benedict.
But you're my father, aren't you? That silence. I know it too well. You're not my father either?
No, dear, I'm not.
I was scared, you know? I thought Mom might have been lying to me again. I dreaded the possibility that you weren't my father. But I couldn't help but hope. I forced myself to believe you were the one. And that's why I sent you a text every day for 10 years, hoping you would somehow read it.
I did, Layla. I read your texts every single day for 10 years. And I am really proud of your determination. My beautiful lawyer.
Why did you never text me back then? You always received my messages. You never seemed to read them. I really thought you were dead.
I did not want to dash your hopes or hurt your feelings. And I did not want you to stop sending those messages either.
So why did you do it?
You see, that very day you sent your first text was the day I lost my only daughter.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You don't need to be. You were my compensation. Your texts every day gave me a reason to hope. You made me feel like my Lily was still there.
Oh, I'm still so confused.
Oh, it's understandable. Ask me anything. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Why did Mom give me your number when she knew you were not my dad?
I guess it was because I was just recently involved in a fatal accident that claimed my left leg. I'm sure she thought I was dead.
Okay. So... But is there no way you could be my father?
Truth be told, I did have a fling with Scarlett. But being a man of integrity, I ran a DNA test to confirm your paternity when she brought it up.
And?
It was negative. I even have proof.
No. I really thought I'd found my father.
I know. You've told me a whole lot about your dream of having him walk you down the aisle.
I might have to give up on that dream now. My wedding is in 3 months.
I'm sorry that I'm not your biological father, but I am willing to help you look for him.
Really?
Yeah. I believe he is alive. I've even been compiling a long list of men I know of that could potentially be your father. It was going to be my gift to you today.
Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
7 Benton Drive, the last floor. That's my restaurant. Let's meet up, okay?
Okay. You lying, cheating scumbag!
What? Watch your tongue, young woman.
You told me Benedict was dead. You told me he was my father.
Okay, so?
What do you mean, okay? You lied to me again.
What does it matter? It's not like it would change anything if you knew who your father was.
How can you even say that? I want to know who my father is, Scarlett. Is that too much to ask? I didn't ask to be born. Why do I have to be the one struggling for an identity when you keep jumping from one rich man's bed to the other?
So let me get this straight. You just called to insult me.
My wedding is in 3 months, Mom. I want my father to walk me down the aisle. I was going to do it with Benedict's photograph because I thought he was my father. But now that I know that he's not, I just really want to find my father.
Come to the house. We can talk this out.
Talk? I don't want to talk anymore. What do you want to tell me? That I should get used to being fatherless? That I should take it lying down just like the other kids on the block? That's old news. I cannot come all the way there for nonsense.
Then I cannot help you.
What?
I can't help you. Besides, it's too late to know who he is. I mean, you've got your life figured out, you know? You practically don't need a father.
You are just so evil.
See? Layla, I don't have time to be trading words with you right now. I'm actually running late for my date with a money bag I just found.
Scarlett, you need to tell me who my father is or else I'm not coming home.
Back to old tricks, I see. You make me laugh, Layla. Those things don't move me anymore. I literally have like 11 other children to fall back to. You're the least of my worries.
Okay, fine. Then you cannot come to my wedding.
What did you say?
You are not invited. You do not deserve to share in my joy.
What? Layla! How much more desperate can you get? What do I have to gain from being in your broke-ass wedding? You're getting married to a nobody. I cannot be found in such gatherings.
I hate you.
It's almost time for my date with a rich guy on Tinder. I have to go get ready. Good luck finding your non-existent father.
Hello, Layla.
Hi, Mr. Benedict.
How are you?
Ugh. I'm frustrated.
Why?
Nothing we have done so far is working. We've checked out 9 of the 11 men you listed, and none has turned out to be the one. I'm running out of patience and money. I cannot keep paying fares for such long trips to different cities in search of something I could have found if my crazy mother just told me.
I understand your frustrations, Layla, but we should at least be glad they all consented to DNA testing.
What if they said no?
You would have been double frustrated by now.
It's funny, but not funny. I just wish we could make some progress.
We will. You just have to keep your hopes up.
I don't even feel like trying anymore. Maybe I should just give up on my childhood dreams.
You cannot give up now, dear. You've come such a long way to stop now. We're going to finish what we started. And if we're unable to find your real father, then so be it.
Is there anybody you think it might be from the two?
It's hard to say, but we'll just do what we can and leave the rest up to nature. Even though I'm kind of worried about something.
What is it?
Nathan William.
That's one of the last two men on the list. What about him?
I doubt he'll consent to taking a test.
Why? Who would reject the idea of finding his lost child?
Well, a man who doesn't need one would, and Nathan is one of such men. We used to be friends back in the day, best of friends even. But our friendship grew sour when Scarlett came between us.
Okay.
They were dating at first, but Scarlett left him because he was broke at the time.
Ugh, typical mom.
She got with me briefly after that just to spite him, and that was how she broke up our friendship.
Wow.
But things have changed today. He's the founder and CEO of Wills & Company, one of the fastest growing construction firms in the city. He's so rich that Scarlett would be flustered if she found out she ditched a guy with so much potential out of greed. But he has a strong reputation for being a no-nonsense kind of guy. I'm not even sure I can help you approach him for a DNA test, as I did with the others, for shame of what I did to him 26 years ago.
So, what do we do now?
I don't know.
You know how you've been asking me what gift you'll give me for my wedding?
Yes? What about that?
This is it. We'll go to see Mr. Williams together.
Hey, Layla. Happy wedding day. I would ask how the wedding's going, but I really don't care. Guess what? I ignored your uninvitation and showed up anyway. Even though you changed the venue to escape me. But that's not the best part. You won't believe who I brought with me. Kingston McClary, CEO of GUA Automobiles, and more importantly, the new man in my life. I'm sure you can't relate to all this luxury. Hence the lack of replies to my texts, right? I told you I'm still young and attractive and can get any rich man I want. I'd say I could steal your husband, but there's no need because he's a broke dumbass. Don't worry. You'll see me on the dance floor soon. Why no response? Oh, the wedding's on. Let's see what we have here, shall we? Oh, it's even more lavish than expected. Layla, are you sure you didn't lie about your husband being an accountant? Oh, you finally got someone to walk you down the aisle. Pretty sure they're broke too. Wait, what? Two men? Benedict? What? I told you, only broke men work with you. This one's not just broke, but he has a broken leg. You're practically the one walking him down the aisle. And who's the other one? Is that Nathan? No way. What's he doing here? How dare you, you ungrateful imp!
Excuse me?
You found Nathan, and you didn't think to tell me?
That's a little demanding, don't you think? I'm an adult, married woman now. You don't think I'll be telling you everything I do you? I think this is all my fault. The reason you're still able to text me and talk rubbish is that I haven't blocked you on all platforms yet.
You can't even do that!
Want to bet? I'll do it now and 1,000,000 times over if I have to. You are wicked and selfish and materialistic to the point that you did not care at all what impact your stupid actions had on me or any of my siblings.
You can't speak to me in that tone of voice, young lady.
Oh, but I can. Because you deserve to be spoken to that way, and even worse. You're not a mother and should not be regarded as one.
This isn't for you to decide, Layla. I brought you into this world. I call the shots.
You did, but not anymore. I have finally found my real father. My childhood dream of having my father walk me down the aisle came true. Only I had it even better. I had 2 fathers walk me down the aisle yesterday, and it was the most glorious thing I've ever experienced. Though I was somewhat hurt by the fact that Mr. Benedict was more of a father to me in 3 months than you've been a mother all my life. But does that matter anymore? I also got to marry the man of my dreams. My life is going great, and you do not have a part in it.
That's unfair.
No. Unfair is you abandoning the father of your first child simply because he was broke.
He could not give me the $1 million I needed then for my cosmetic procedure. He didn't want me to be in the trend like all the other ladies. Can you blame me for wanting what I want? So I had to dump his sorry ass.
It will shock you to know that his ass isn't so sorry anymore.
Huh?
He's now massively wealthy and owns different 13-figure earning companies globally.
What? How? It can't be. Nathan cannot be more than a hotel janitor. He didn't even get a college degree.
Well, we can say the tables have turned. You know the new hall that was used for my wedding? The elegant outfits and exquisite food and decor? Those were all last-minute changes by my dad. I'm glad you stubbornly showed up at the wedding, even though I asked you not to. At least you got to see me living the new, lavish life you could never have. That will teach you to be less materialistic and start working on building valuable relationships.
Can you guys take me back?
What did you say?
I want to be in your lives. Yours and Nathan's as well. I'm really sorry for all that happened in the past. I was really stupid and foolish and...
You don't have to rain abuses on yourself. If I didn't know you well enough, I'd think you were genuinely sorry. But I know that every step you take is for your own selfish interests.
Come on, Layla. Please have mercy on me. I'm still your mother. All your siblings have moved away. Now I'm all alone. I need the money.
You lost every right to be my mother the day you blatantly refused to help me find my father. You knew who he was and still kept him away from me.
Because I did not want you to be affiliated with poverty. Don't you get it? I was trying to protect you. Everything I've done is for you and your siblings. But I never get the credit I deserve.
Thank you. But I'm no longer interested. You can take your goodwill someplace else.
Fine. Pay me then.
Huh?
You can't just wake up one morning and decide to choose your father over me. You have to pay me for all the years I single-handedly took care of you. You have to pay me for all the meals you ate for free under my roof. I need a $10 million settlement.
I'm sure you know that's not happening.
If you don't pay me, I will sue you.
You won't be getting a dime from me or my father. You're just a creepy person. Please stay as far away from me as you can.
Me? Creepy? Oh, you haven't seen creepy yet. I'll come all the way to your hotel and camp outside your room for as long as it takes for you to give me my money.
You're not going to do that, Mom.
You think?
You've done a lot of crazy things in the past already. So I would advise you to protect the little dignity you have left. Don't make any further mistakes.
Oh, you'll pay for this, Layla. I'll make you pay. Layla!
If you assume Scarlet would abandon her threats, think again. It appeared she gleaned no lessons from the recent events. Instead, Layla awoke the next morning to discover her mother nestled in a camp tent right in front of their honeymoon resort. The moment she laid eyes on her bewildered daughter, Scarlet brandished a crazily decorated placard and incessantly chanted the words, "Pay me my money." Scarlet's screams eventually caught the attention of other resort guests and, ultimately, security agents who promptly had her escorted off the premises. It was later revealed that one of Layla's siblings divulged her exact location to their erratic mother, spurred by threats of self-harm. Ironically, all of this chaos was orchestrated to capture Nathan's attention, or perhaps secure some of his wealth. Scarlet's poorly devised plan, however, only intensified Nathan's disdain for her. Not to mention Layla and her newlywed husband, who opted to relocate to another city after deciding Scarlett needed the care of a psychiatric facility. As years passed, Layla and her husband welcomed 3 beautiful children, working diligently to maintain a joyful and stable family life. Their commitment stemmed from a desire to shield their children from the hardships Layla endured in her tumultuous past.
Hey, Costa? What is this note you left me? Me and our baby only left the hospital today. What do you mean you're going on an onsen vacation with your family? Are you out of your mind?
What is it? You're so loud. Is it bad to go on an onsen vacation with your family?
What's bad is your timing.
Huh? Well, I guess winter is best if you want to go to the onsen, but who cares if we go in the spring?
That's not the problem. You know that today is the day me and the baby get out of the hospital, right? You didn't come at the time you promised, so I had to call a taxi and went home by myself. But when I got home, you're going to leave me and your baby who was just born 2 weeks ago to go on vacation?
If you left the hospital, that means you're fine now, right? If that's the case, then who cares if I go somewhere for a bit?
Leaving the hospital doesn't mean you fully recovered when it comes to childbirth. It's called a postpartum. It'll take 6 to 8 weeks for my body to fully recover.
Oh, Mom and Dad said they're going to go in the onsen now, so bye! I'll be home in 3 days, so look forward to my gifts!
Costa?
I can't wait to get in the onsen! Bye!
I haven't finished talking to you.
Hello, Gianna. How are you feeling? And how's the baby?
Oh, hi, Mother.
Well, you see, I'm nearby your house since I had to do something for work. Is it fine if I come and visit? I know it's only been 1 day since you left the hospital, but...
Are you nearby?
Yep. I'm at a station right now, so it will probably take me about 30 minutes by train to get there.
Please come immediately.
What? Did something happen? Should I ask Costa and his parents to come too?
It's only been me and the baby in the house since yesterday.
Huh? Do you mean that you're alone with the baby you just gave birth to? What about Costa and his parents?
When I came home from the hospital yesterday, no one was here. I wondered where they had went, which is when I found a note saying that they were going on an onsen vacation.
Huh? Hold on. Gianna, it's only been 1 week since you gave birth, right?
That's right. When I got out of the hospital, no one came to pick me up.
What did you say? Never mind. I'll be there immediately, so hold on. I can't believe it. Hi, Gianna. Sorry to keep you waiting. I got a taxi from A station, so I'll be there soon.
Mother, thank you so much. But are you done with work already?
Yep, I just needed to give the company a report via email. But one of my colleagues who I told about the situation said to leave it to them. I got permission from my office to leave early as well.
I see. Well, that's lucky, I guess.
Yep, my colleagues are very reliable people. But still, if this is going to happen, then you should have come home and gave birth there instead.
That's actually what I wanted to do. But Costa and his parents said that no one would be around to do the housework if I went home.
They said no because they want you to do the housework. Why don't they just do it themselves?
They don't do any housework. I do it all on my own since they think that it's the wife's job to do the housework. Even Costa's mother just lays around all day.
So that was what was happening. Why didn't you tell me about it sooner?
I was sort of brainwashed by them.
Huh?
But when I saw the note saying that they were going to go on vacation as a family, I was shocked, since I realized then that I wasn't family to them. I spent the whole evening thinking about it while taking care of the baby. And then you said that you would come and help me. That's when I thought to myself, why am I putting up with this? and realized what they were doing to me.
I see. I'll be there soon.
Okay.
Hey, Gianna. That reminds me, you were really upset during yesterday's conversation, right? Is it that you're mad that we went on vacation without you? Come on, don't you think that can't be helped? Mom said that during the first month the baby doesn't have much immunity yet, and so you can't put them in baths and only shower them for the first month, otherwise they might get a bacterial infection. Which means that the baby wouldn't have been able to come, right? Don't you even understand this? Oh, don't tell me you actually didn't know. I don't think that's good considering you're a mother now, Gianna. If you don't want to be a failure of a mother, then make sure to take care of the baby and do the housework well.
Aren't you the one who's a failure?
What?
You're a failure of a father. And you're a failure of a husband. Hell, what am I saying? You're a failure of a human.
This is Gianna's mother, Silva, right?
Long time no see, Costa.
Long time no see. What is it suddenly with the insults? Even if you are my mother-in-law, that's a bit too rude.
I don't want to hear that from the person who treated my daughter so terribly up until now.
Huh?
1 week after Gianna gave birth, when she was supposed to come home from the hospital, not only did you not congratulate her, but you didn't even pick her up, it seems. Worse than that, apparently you and your parents went on an onsen vacation.
Is it the case that... Are you at our house right now?
Yes. I was nearby since I had to do something for work. So I contacted my daughter to ask her if I could visit her and my newly born granddaughter. Which is when she told me that... Just what is the meaning of this?
Well, she can go home on her own since she's already an adult, right? And I heard that babies can't go in hot springs until a month after they're born. Mean that we wouldn't be able to bring them with us, so...
What? Is that why you left my daughter who just gave birth and her 1-week-old daughter on her own and go on vacation?
Huh? Is it bad? You know, I think I've thought about what I can and can't do to help Gianna up until now in my own way.
Have you heard of a postpartum before?
Huh? Oh, the thing where women don't have much strength in their bodies after they give birth, right? But it's already been 1 week, so Gianna is fine already.
So you think that she's already back to normal?
Yes, 1 week is enough to recover from a bit of tiredness. Oh, are you one of those overprotective parents, Silva? Come on, you can't do that anymore. Gianna's my wife now, so would you please stop treating her like a child?
Who told you that information?
What?
Because I don't think you would look that up on your own.
I heard it from my mother. Why? She's the only person in my family who has experience giving birth, so what she says must be true.
I see. So that's the root of all the problems.
What? What do you mean, the root of all the problems?
Costa, you're the one who needs to get away from your parents.
Huh?
What your mother is telling you isn't true. And considering the fact that she's given birth herself, it's highly likely that she told you false information on purpose.
But there's no way my mom would do such a thing.
Not only did you completely believe what your mother said and not bother to do some research on your own, you didn't notice that your mother was trying to hurt Gianna as well. You don't have the right to be a father.
What? Why?
Anyways, even if I am your wife's mother, you probably don't like me staying here for too long while you guys are gone. So I'll bring Gianna and her baby with me and go home.
What?
Usually I would want to avoid traveling long distances right after birth, but it can't be helped. My husband is heading to us right now with a car, and he's already attached the baby seat.
But my parents haven't seen their grandchild even once yet! Don't you understand how I feel? I want to let them carry their grandchild in their arms.
So your parents come first over your wife, huh?
I mean...
You, the father, never noticed that your mother exposed this very same grandchild to danger, just so she could bully my daughter.
Huh? There's no way my mom is bullying Gianna.
If you have no intention of understanding, then fine. I'm going to be bringing Gianna and her baby with me. Goodbye.
You actually went with your parents? Hey, Gianna! You're not being fair! You let your mother see her grandchild, but you wouldn't let my parents see her and just went home. The only reason we didn't bring you with us on the onsen vacation is that you wouldn't be able to enjoy it anyways if the baby couldn't bathe. If you want to go on an onsen vacation that much, then we can just go another time. Stop throwing a tantrum over something as little as this.
You always did never get the point, huh?
What?
The reason that my mother took me home with the baby is to protect me from your mother's bullying, and because she was worried about me and the baby's future when you, the father, is a complete idiot. The fact that you didn't bring me with you to the onsen vacation isn't the problem. It's that you went on vacation right after I gave birth. If you have any intention of understanding what me or my mother is telling you, then maybe stop believing everything your mother tells you from now on and start thinking for yourself. Well, it won't change the fact that I want to divorce you, though.
Divorce?
Once things settle down, we're going to hire a lawyer to take care of things. Unless my feelings toward you don't miraculously change somehow, consider me and our baby gone from your life.
What? No! Gianna, please! I was wrong! I don't want to get divorced over something like this! Gianna!
That was how I returned home with the baby I had just given birth to. The back seat of my dad's car was made to recline all the way, so I was able to make the journey home without much stress on my body. Right now I'm taking care of the baby with the help of my parents, and also waiting for my body to recover. In the end, I divorced Costa after that without ever seeing him again. Not only did we have them pay for child support, but we also made them pay an alimony for all the harm Costa's mother had done to me until then. It seems that they were forced to sell their house to get the money that they needed. They were able to pay it off without going into debt, but in the process they had used all their savings. Not only that, but now I, who worked from home and made the most money in that house, was gone. They suddenly found it difficult to get by. The three of them live in a tiny apartment, relying on my husband's salary, which was only half that of mine. And it seems they still argue over whose fault it was that they were never able to see their grandchild.